Okay, today we are going to make a honey almond oatmeal soap, and I have already got my oils measured and blended together, and I've got the thermometer in. We are just about ready to see. Yes, we are right where we need to be. The heat on that oil is just about right. And I'm going to just kind of set these things aside so I can make a little room. I'm getting ready. I have measured out my gold milk soap, and I want you to see that it is slushy. You'll want to remember to always make gold milk slushy because this gets really hot. Now I want you to be aware that I don't have my rubber gloves on. Please do not do this at home. I normally wear rubber gloves, but today I have none. So please be very, very careful. Now I'm going to set this over here. I've got my spoon ready. I want you to be aware that I never use any of these utensils for any other cooking. This is just for soap making. Everything I have here today, I'm taking my fork out. I use it to mash up so I can get it to the slushy point, and then I just go and put it in the sink. But now I'm getting ready. I have pre-measured out 203 grams of lye. This goes right into this goat milk, and you want to pour it very slowly and just real carefully, not to get it on anything, because it will burn. And I do have my, just in case I do spill, I have my vinegar sitting here, and I will dip a rag in vinegar if I have to, but I do not want to get a burn, so I put my vinegar close by. Now, I'm going to begin pouring because my oil is just about where it needs to be, and I'm having a little trouble getting it to come out of the bag. There we go. Now we're going, and we're just going to stir it a little bit and get that going a little bit and dribble it in just slowly. Can you see I'm not going too fast on this because this stuff is hot and you got to be careful. And I recommend wearing rubber gloves and goggles. I wear glasses and I can't see through the goggles, so I'm using the next best thing, a plastic bag and a long spoon. And I'm getting all of my soap in there, and that, you see that? That's going to turn into a real hot, it'll turn yellow. Uh-oh, did I splash it out? Nope. Anyway, blinded mama here. I want you to know, you just do it real kind of, you know, not haphazardly. I'm trying to get this, maybe speeding up the time, I don't know. But you can just get a little bit more going in there. The more lye you get into that milk, the more it's going to turn it. Maybe I got it at exactly the right temperature today, but it hasn't started turning yellow yet. Sometimes it turns yellow, real pretty color of yellow, because that goat milk, there, it's starting to turn. Now I'm going to wash my hands because I touched that baggie. But you can see now that turns a beautiful color of yellow. That's what goat milk does for me. Some people can get it to turn a real darker color, but because I put it in the freezer and make it slushy, I get it this color. This is probably ready to check the temperature. Please be careful and check your thermometers. Always measure to make sure the temperature of the oil and the temperature of the lye mixture is close to the same. Anywhere from 85 degrees to 100. And what I'm doing is double checking my thermometer because I I use two thermometers. I use a meat thermometer and a candy thermometer, and believe it or not, they're pretty accurate. But they are, oh wow, this is 100 degrees perfect. Now I'm gonna rinse that off a little bit with some vinegar so that they don't have a reaction too quickly here. That just had a little oil on it, and this is why I keep the vinegar on hand. Now I'm gonna see how much I need to let this go or not go. And it looks like we're gonna get approximately the same temperature, and I don't want my face in there, did I do it? Oh yes. We're both 100 degrees. This is pretty awesome. Well, now I'm going to rinse this in the dishwater, but you see now I've got both of my pots ready to go. The next process is 100 degrees. They both are around that temperature. I'm going to get rid of my rubber spoon. I've got it into the dishwater back there. I got some soapy water back there. I'm going to change and use the rubber spatula into the oil, and always remember to pour the goat milk solution into the oil. Please never do it the other way. This gets caustic. And now this is be very cautious and very slow about spinning that spoon around, because you don't want to do this too fast. You just want to do it nice and steady. You want to get that soap, that oil mixed with that milk mixture. Is now lye milk or goat milk lye. I don't know. You just enjoy. But yeah, you just start stirring that around. Today we're making, like I said, the honey almond with oatmeal, and that is a fragrance oil. This is the biggest seller that I have with the ladies. The honey almond oatmeal is a most wonderful scent. I can't keep it up on hand, so I'm making a batch of it today just for my friends, and get some extras out there. I've got down to about 2 or 3 bars of it. Hoping to do fairs and festivals this summer. As you can see, I'm still spinning that around a little here. Just slowly adding. I'll stir it the other way for a minute, just because I like to stir it in a very slowly, getting that stuff in there. I always use the same utensils that you see me using now. I do not use these utensils for anything else because of the lye, and this is exactly what I do. Okay, you can stand by.
Yeah.
And we're going to stir it for a little bit because we're nowhere near trace. But in order to make the video go faster and the time go faster, I'm going to use the stick blender, which will bring it up to trace. And I don't know how long it will take. Nobody knows. But this is going to take a few minutes, so I might turn the machine off to speed the time up for you. We are going to turn on the stick blender, so I won't be able to speak much, but I want you to see this is not at trace, but the blender here will make it go trace faster than sitting here all day and stirring it. So I'm going to turn on the blender, and then we'll be back. So now, I do believe we are at a real nice trace, and I'm going to double check. Okay, now I'm going to just get that simmered down a little bit and then put it on there. Can you see it is making an indentation, and that is trace. Awesome. This is how you see trace. If it doesn't indentate, it won't be trace. But you see when that drips and it makes a circle and it stays there for a little bit, that's trace. Okay, we're done with that. I'm going to put this in the sink. And then we're going to finish this process what I have, like I said, we're going to do the honey, almond, and the oatmeal. Fragrance, honey, and oatmeal. Now, I'm going to pick this back up. You have to be very careful. You have to do this slowly. Do not try to go too fast. I have heated up the honey to room temperature to get it to where I can use it. And now I'm going to pour it into the mixture. And do it slow. You don't want to add it too fast because there's reactions to this honey because it's going to start changing colors and doing really wonderful things here in just a little bit. I use 2 ounces of honey. So it will be nice and sweet, and the soap will even be bubbles. It's gonna, oh, this is gonna be nice. Anyway, I'm just gonna get all the honey out of there. The honey is in there and looking good. I have half of a cup of oatmeal. It is trace time. The honey is in and the oatmeal is in. And this is going to just sprinkle it in slowly, because if you do it any faster, then you're going to get clumps. And I don't like the oatmeal to turn out into clumps. Anyway, we can just try to get this going a little bit faster. It's just I don't like clumps in my oatmeal.